Hey, what's up? It's Inverted 31, and I can't even begin to tell you how much I fucking hate that we're about to do this. But we're going to take a look at the video that Chris Chan put out, because everybody's talking about it. I haven't seen it. I don't know what was said. I can only imagine. Um, all I know is I could see the opening frame on this, and it looks like his Sonichu medallion looks like absolute shit. So let's take a look here and see if there's anything to take away from this at all. I don't want to make a habit out of covering Chris Chan shit all the time. If he goes back to posting stuff all the time and being a fucking freak, you might have to go somewhere else to get react videos for that. Because I don't want this shit in my life more than it has to be. But anyway, let's just jump into it. See if there's anything at all to take from this.
Hey everyone, Jesus Christy Western Channel Sanchi Prime here, and right now I'm gonna set the record straight. So just so y'all know, straightforward and blunt to the point.
Blunt to the point, huh?
The reason I went to
True
jail,
and honest.
the charge I was charged with, I was
Sex with your mom?
innocent.
Lies.
There never, ever, 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 ever was any sex between Barbara and I.
You admitted it in the phone call with Bella, you fucking lunatic. Fuck that.
Period. I was innocent. I have a few bullet points to go through anyway. Shoot. I mean, where did we go to end up here? So obviously we got all the haters and fakers and the toxic sinners that tried to manipulate me and so much. I mean, just that was a mess of good grief right there. Why did y'all have to
You're
do
not
that?
even speaking English.
You all really erroneously misunderstood me. Period.
You're not even speaking English.
That was a whole mess up. I mean, shoot. Even y'all with your freaking smut fictions. I know some of you out of the minority that are the worst. Out of the majority being actually good.
I can't understand what the fuck he's saying.
You out of the minority. You've written those smut fan fictions. You shipped me with Barbara. You shipped me with that Snorlax.
So it's the troll's fault, huh? That's some
And
DSP logic.
And Barbara was definitely not the perfect mother with me.
We know.
There was not the perfect mother-daughter relationship there, period.
You're a dude.
You're a dude. There was the times of abuse, even though there was love and caring in there and throughout. But that was a whole different kettle of fish right there.
We can agree on that. That his parents definitely had a massive hand in this. Barbara was by no means innocent. But she also had absolutely no control over what was going on there. You can't convince me of that. I've got a lot to say once we get to the end of this, but, you know.
But yeah, the bullying, the terrorizing, and all that,
dude, the fucking volume just went
really
through the roof.
fucked me up. I feel so... Just enough said
Moving on
right
here,
there.
dude. Come on.
But hey, you're never gonna make me commit suicide, period. And that was the intention that Bella had in all her chopped and screwed up recordings with all the attention and manipulating me into that.
Yeah, she's a cunt, but you still admitted
she was
it.
gonna do that. I
The whole
tested
thing.
her. At the time, I treated her like, just as a friend, try to get her
You admitted
to be
the
on
shit,
the good
dude.
side. But obviously she failed. Just like I foreknew the relationship between Dylan and Taylor, that was not gonna last. He abused her. I gave her support on that live stream when I went on there. Just support and kindness, because I appreciated her as an artist and an individual, which was more than I could say for Dylan at the time.
Dylan
But
Thomas?
Yeah, Bella was gonna
He's a
record
fucking
me
flaming
and
cigarette,
Fifi
too.
having done something
Big old
at
bundle
the
of sticks
hotel
is Dylan
had
Thomas.
I actually made it
You
to
could tell him I said
BabsCon.
that.
But fortunately, that didn't quite happen.
Same with Gibby.
She one
Big
way or another,
flaming
she would have
fucking
got me in
cigarette.
the jail or tried to get me to commit suicide on the whole different day. But hey, she failed. She didn't do that. I took the initiative in my own hands, so
Yes, you
I
took
let
the
my,
initiative
I let, my,
to
I let
fuck your
divine
mother. We
intervention,
know.
timing,
You're
and
a real
everything.
motherfucker.
Just let me go to jail, spend my time suffering and spending the time for your sins, you fucking toxic ones.
I thought you were the
I
almighty
meditated and learned everything.
fucking Jesus
I am
or whatever.
Jesus Christ reincarnated. I am the one avatar of all existence. And I'm going to see that there is nothing but good and righteousness and light-powered individuals and encouraging all the neutrals to be good. Period. Just like I'm trying to do in this video and statement right now, saying the record straight. But I was proven innocent. And they couldn't place me
No,
anywhere,
you fucking weren't. No, you fucking weren't. Bull fucking shit. You got off on a technicality because it's 2023 and no prosecutor wants to push anything anymore. Ever since all this shit that went down post-COVID, where you had everybody fighting against the cops and fighting against the courts, they don't want to fucking do anything anymore. That's why you can watch any cop cam video with the chest cam shit. Watch any of those videos. You'll see bitches drunk on meth, heroin and shit, fighting it out, fist fights with the cops, fucking ape shit, drunk driving, all this shit. And when you get to the end, they don't get charged with jack shit. They get a slap on the wrist and a little bit of community service. Why? Because it's 2023 and no prosecutor wants to fucking do anything. Nobody is held accountable anymore.
They kept me in jail for so long because they didn't know what to do with me. They didn't know what to do with somebody was freaking autistic that you weren't putting your words in. Ish. They didn't know what to do. They just kept me in jail. They didn't know where to place me. But fortunately, they did know where to place me eventually. So that happened.
You need to be in a fucking loony
bin.
bin.
Better, okay? But I did nothing wrong, and only the certain individuals online, they had wrongfully manipulated and controlled me and my own narrative, but no more. I take control of my own narrative from now on, not you. Not you lot of haters and fakers.
You have no control over anything.
I am a much better individual than that. Y'all should have known better of me than that. That is enough with the mislabelings and the misconceptions. That's enough. And the whole lot of the set's commentary,
but you proved it was correct
by the suggestion of those individuals, especially those theoretical exes of mine. And I was proven innocent by court of law and
no,
released.
You weren't. You fucking weren't.
Simple as that.
You fucking weren't. That's a lie.
And also, just putting this out there, just do not be an ableist. I mean, those of you neurotypical, thinking you're able, whatever, there is at least one thing that is totally disabled about you, period. So do not hate others for things that you are yourself, period. There is no need to hate on anyone, or even yourself. A flaw is a flaw, a blessing is a blessing, and a flaw can be a blessing in disguise. So you meditate on that. And stop
that wasn't even fucking English.
For such a flaw. And I am a living, breathing individual, and I am not to be objectified in any way anymore.
Nobody wants anything to do with objectifying you, Chris. I promise you that. You're a fucking dude. You're a fucking dude in a
Bella
blouse.
Was the real sex criminal in that. She really wanted to try to get me in something.
Yeah, Bella's a cunt too, but that doesn't justify
fucking bitch.
Banging a
Call
fucking
her out.
woman
Call her out.
with dementia.
Isabella Jenkins. She's the real sex criminal, period.
Fuck
she did a
you.
whole mess of adulteration and
Fuck you
manipulation
both.
and things in her own words and attitude and insinuations and everything.
Yeah, she's a dumb cunt and you're a fucking flaming freak.
Okay? But to end this on a more positive note, so the girl y'all had seen me with in the past few weeks, I'll tell you a little something about her. She's a friend of mine, and I refer to her only as Flutter, because she likes Fluttershy. Okay?
Just
I met
another
her in
autistic
Lynchburg.
freak,
She got in touch with
guarantee
me while
you.
I was in jail.
Uh-huh.
And we managed to meet. We managed to bond and connect with each other as friends. And she is literally 30 years old despite her physicality. But anyway.
I'm
it's pretty much
32. I'm going to be
straightforward
33
right
here
there,
in
but
like a
that.
couple
I
months.
just felt like I just need to say
Well,
all
in
that.
April.
Clear the air.
And nobody fucking thinks that I'm
There
in my
is
30s.
nothing wrong with being associated with me.
That doesn't mean
period.
shit.
I am sick and tired of being blocked by anyone, including and especially by those of whom I appreciate. And I do have friends that do have great.
They think you're a fucking freak, Chris. Tara Strong wants nothing to do with you. Actual credible voice actors want nothing to do with you because you are a fucking freak. A fucking freak, Christian.
Appreciation of me, which more than I can say than some. I mean, you all, even Megan Schroeder, had your chance.
Give it up.
To actually be
Give it
kind
up.
and
She's never gonna
compassionate
talk
and
to you
friends with
again.
me
Give it the
for
fuck
longer
up.
run.
Move it on. Don't give me the fucking death look. Move it on.
That's enough said right there. I just felt like I need to get that off. Otherwise, I might have had a sleepless night.
Fuck you. I hope you never sleep again. Fuck you. Alright. As I was saying, this motherfucker was not proven innocent. He got off on a technicality, and we all knew it was coming. Because we all watch the news, we know how this shit works with the court system. They don't want to charge anybody anymore. And especially if you're autistic, apparently they just think that you can't be held accountable anymore, or that you just shouldn't. They did the same thing with Cyrax. They did the same thing with Daniel Larson. And as somebody, I have cerebral palsy myself. I've worked with a lot of disabled kids, a lot of disabled adults. I know how that is, and I have sympathy for it. However, you have to be taught to be accountable for your actions, or this is the type of shit that we're going to be seeing. And we're going to be seeing more of it, and it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. It's only going to get worse, and this is just the beginning. And you haven't seen the last of Chris Chan. I would expect to see Chris Chan in and out of jail until the end of fucking time. This is how it's going to go down until someone finally nuts up and fucking decides to handle business. Inverted 31. Peace out.